Alright, good morning guys. We're in 29 Palms with the race bug, as you see on our last video. So as I was saying, we are going to Borona.
It's time to rise and grind, boys and girls. Let's get it.
Oh, it's the morning inspiration for Terry.
He's gonna hurt some feelings today.
Yep, so like we were saying, we're going to Borona. If you don't know where that is, it's in San Diego. So that's where we're starting out. That's where we need to go for the drag racing. So this is actually going to be other people. So we're gonna see other cars there, like Camaros, Mustangs, some of the old classics, Novas and Chevelles and whatnot. So we're about to go there and play with some big boys. The last track event, like we were saying, the starter fell off. We got a new starter. As you can see, should be right there. Bam. So we got the brackets all mounted up, which is better. And also, we'll show you when the lid's off where the welds were a little bit stress fractured. But we got that all welded up, tightened some of the springs. So this round should be a lot better. One of the big reasons why we didn't finish competing in the last at Fontana Speedway is the last two practice runs. We didn't even get a time to at least bracket race, so we didn't know if we were gonna be too fast or too slow. So we didn't know what time to put in. So we had a lot of people giving us starters and whatnot, but at that point, we
didn't want to, bite ourselves in the butt. So
yeah, we didn't want to do all that work, and then at the end of the day, put ourselves in a time and then break out, and then and then already that's the third race in, and all of a sudden we're already packing up with all that time. So we just took the loss. We just went home, looked at the data log, see what we can improve on the car, and then went from there. So we'll show you when we are over at the Borona drag strip. We'll show you probably a little bit of the scenic route towards getting up to the hills. Other than that though, we'll show you going to the drag racing and some other stuff. So stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Borona. It's at the top of a mountain, as you can see. So tonight is actually nitro night, and it's basically run what you kind of brung. So we will be bracket racing as far as time eliminations. So this track is the 8th mile. So hopefully we can do some damage here today. As you've seen, I've already shot a little bit of the clip of some of the cars and stuff.
Well, it's a quarter of a mile, but we're only running an 1/8 of a mile.
Exactly. So let's see what kind of video footage we can bring you today. I know it's not gonna be a whole lot since we are actually the pit crew in there, so we can't be sitting on the sides. Can't be sitting on the sides filming all the cars.
Recording.
Yeah.
We gotta be up in it doing the mechanical work.
Yeah. So we'll show you, what we can do, and bring you along with us.
Starter right there.
Yeah. See how big those fucking headers are, dog? Dude, all the flow.
Like this fucking huge.
So it's kind of cool watching. Oh, it's kind of cool coming over here and seeing, like we saw in the last video,
the different type of builds, different ideas that people have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how to get their cars done or the fastest down the track. Even though it might look kind of weird.
Or just style. You know what I mean? At the end of the style point.
Look at this Ford Thunderbird. 56, if I'm not mistaken. We already know about the Thunderbirds. So we'll walk through some of the aisles. Not going to be too nosy, but we'll show you guys some cars.
Blow it up today, that's great. You're done now.
Oh. Look at this guy. Sayonara! So this is nitro night tonight, so we are seeing a lot of top fuel nitro cars. Hoffman.
It's packed tonight, boys and girls.
Yeah, it's definitely in. This is the first row. We still got rows up on that second lot up there.
And there's third over there. There's 3 rows of just straight drag cars, nitro cars.
The twisted one. Look at those.
The What's that rubber hose going to the exhaust?
Shh, don't tell them all the secrets, dude.
See the gauges on the fucking motor?
Literally. So if you guys grown up going to NHRA, you know, you'll see these guys, you'll idolize some of the builds. So it's kind of cool as these guys grow up, idolizing their kings, you know what I mean? They grow up and they build their own versions of what they've seen drag racing, like Don the Snake Perdone, some of those older guys, Mongoose, some older cats and stuff. So now we have our pit lying all the way down here. So we're just gonna be all set up, ready to start at 3 o'clock.
We'll start burning some rubber.
Yeah, we'll do some hits.
Start smelling that burning rubber and that fuel, buddy.
Round over here. JBA speed trap lane 563, 126 miles an hour.
So it's either just some of the other classes that are going by. We are actually in the CROWER Cup. We're sitting down there.
7 with a 9, 121 miles an hour.
So we're actually racing for cash this time. So it is not
Bracket racing, we gotta stay within our time. If not, we'll break out if we go too fast.
So Middlebrook gets down loading lane. Rick Reynolds 596, 114. Rick Wood. Dan Smith, 592, 114 mile an hour.
So we are now waiting in line for the CROWER Cup. As we were saying, we have some nitro meth and some run with your brung classes. So they'll just be going, and then we'll be going on. Wow.
300 horsepower on 4 cylinders. Try that one out. But Gary's got Chewy Martin on the other side.
793 at 88. And
all right, here we go. And at 396. 143 miles an hour for the win.
How does that get boring, dude? Oh, God. Nitro meth.
Nitro
In the
methane,
win,
baby.
Definitely when we're 60, we gotta build one of those, huh?
91 pump gas for y'all.
That's no Arco.
Ambient, Lemon, and Kono. Nitro Funny Cars. Jeff gets out of it.
All right, so now we're in line. The 2 qualifying passes are done. Now we're going on to racing. Look at this big guy with this turbo coming in. He's ready to party.
And Rick Reynolds.
I want to go for these fucking 783 going against the Corvette. If you get mad every single time you go to the track, you're gonna have a crappy time doing any car related sports, okay? I'm leaving it out like that. Every time you go out, always keep it as a learning experience. So, unfortunately, we knocked out of our bracket zone. What we try to do is we try to lower down the shift point to 2nd gear so that
2nd gear to 6,000 so we can shift a little earlier to raise up the boost.
so we're not spinning as much, so we're not gripping as much. We kind of spin a little bit so we can get traction, a whole bunch of different stuff going on. So unfortunately, when we did that, it ran the 2nd gear short, didn't bring the boost up in the 3rd. For that, instead of our time being a 783, it went to a 7. No, not even. It was a 808.
So what we did is we ran worse. So instead of my grandpa changing the 2nd gear and 3rd gear, he just changed the 2nd gear, so the 3rd gear was still at the same as if we were shifting at 74,000 RPM. And we lowered the 2nd gear down so the shift light would come on at 6,000. So with that being said, is that when he went into 3rd, the boost really wasn't up there. It was basically bogging out.
It wasn't. So literally, instead of the turbo feeding air into the motor, literally the turbo was just kind of just chilling at a neutral speed, and that was it. So that being said, the guy we were running up against, his time was a 784 and he ran a 785. Hence that, he was closest to his time. We were not close to our time, so we broke out. That being said, unfortunately we had the deck lid on. I wanted to show you some stuff. On this side, the passenger side, we welded some of the shock towers. On the driver's side, we noticed that there was a little crack down on one of the shock towers. It's a little bit dark down there. That being said, if you watched kind of some of the beginning videos, we'll show you the last nitromethane. But so if you see when we were kind of beginning, letting off from the dig, obviously from the light, that back end was compressing way more than we wanted to. So that being said, we're gonna have to upgrade to a stiffer shock again.
Stiffen up the spring rates.
Yeah, which we already have. But
weld up the crack, as Jack was saying.
Yeah.
And I mean, unfortunately, we couldn't make it to the end, but I mean, every time we come out, we learn. So
we
the
learn.
only thing we can do is just live and learn.
Yeah.
I know the next time we come out in August, we're definitely going to be in the finals. I'll tell you guys that.
Borona's up. Monty's up.
Oh, little squirrely on the top end. All right, guys. Well, that's it. That was the last run, as I was saying. That's kind of be it. Next one we got is going to be
August.
August. It's going to be the CROWER stage
CROWER
2.
number 2.
CROWER number
coming
2.
Back to the same location, doing the same thing, brackeration from the CROWER.
Yeah.
But
So
it'll be better because we'll have everything welded up,
Yeah.
the spring rates boosted up, and the car ready to go.
So I hope you guys like Borona. We always do. Some fun cars. This is the only really track they also bring nitro out here. So hope you guys liked it. Like and subscribe and enjoy.